Have you ever noticed that some people seem impossible to break? Life hits them with rejection, failure, betrayal, loss, yet somehow they keep moving forward. Meanwhile, others fall apart after a single setback. Most people believe mental strength is something you're born with, but psychology tells a completely different story. Being mentally unbreakable isn't about having fewer problems. It's about having a brain that's trained to respond differently to those problems. And once you understand how that works, you'll never look at resilience the same way again. It isn't about having no emotions. It isn't about pretending nothing hurts. And it definitely isn't about being fearless. The strongest minds still experience fear. They still feel pain. They still have moments of doubt. The difference is hidden much deeper, in the way their brain interprets adversity. Every difficult moment either strengthens your mind or quietly teaches it to become weaker. Most people don't even realize they're training their brain every single day. The question is, which direction are you training yours? Today, we're going to explore the psychology behind becoming mentally unbreakable. You'll discover what mental toughness really is, why some people develop incredible resilience, what your brain is doing during stressful situations, what science has discovered about resilient people, and, most importantly, how you can begin training your own mind to become stronger, calmer, and harder to shake. Let's begin. Part 1. What does it mean to be mentally unbreakable? When people hear the words mentally strong, they often picture someone who never cries, never struggles, never asks for help. But that's not mental strength. That's emotional suppression. Real mental strength is much simpler. It's the ability to recover. Psychologists call this resilience. It's your capacity to experience stress without allowing stress to control your life. Mentally unbreakable people still experience disappointment. They still lose confidence sometimes. They still make mistakes. The difference is, they don't stay down. They recover faster. Think of a bamboo tree during a storm. It bends. It moves. Sometimes it looks like it's about to snap, but once the wind disappears, it stands tall again. Your mind works the same way. Strength isn't about refusing to bend. It's about refusing to stay broken. Part 2. Why does resilience develop? Why do two people experience the exact same setback, yet one grows stronger while the other loses hope? Psychology suggests that resilience develops through repeated adaptation. Every challenge teaches your brain something. If you constantly avoid discomfort, your brain learns. Danger must be escaped. But every time you face discomfort and survive, your brain updates its prediction. It learns, I can handle difficult situations. This process is called stress adaptation. Childhood also plays a role. People who are encouraged to solve problems independently often develop greater confidence in their ability to overcome future obstacles. On the other hand, overprotection can unintentionally teach the brain that challenges are too dangerous to face alone. But here's the good news. Your past influences you. It doesn't define you. Your brain remains capable of change throughout your life. That's called neuroplasticity. Every experience rewires your mind, including the ones you choose today. Part 3. What your brain is doing. Whenever something stressful happens, your brain reacts before you consciously think. First, the amygdala sounds the alarm. Its job is simple: protect you. It doesn't care whether the threat is a hungry lion or an embarrassing email. To your brain, stress is stress. The amygdala releases signals that increase cortisol and adrenaline. Your heart beats faster. Your breathing changes. Your muscles tense. Your body prepares for survival. But here's where mentally strong people become different. Instead of letting the emotional brain stay in charge, they activate another part of the brain, the prefrontal cortex. This is the brain's decision-making center. It asks questions like, is this actually dangerous? What can I control? What's the next best step? The more often you pause before reacting, the stronger this system becomes. Over time, the rational brain starts calming the emotional brain much faster. You're literally building stronger mental circuits. Part 4. What research says. Psychologists have spent decades studying resilience. Researchers studying emotional regulation consistently find that people who reinterpret stressful situations tend to recover more quickly than those who see every setback as permanent. This strategy is known as cognitive reappraisal. Instead of asking, why is this happening to me? Resilient people ask, what can this teach me? Another influential body of research by psychologist Carol Dweck on the growth mindset shows that people who believe abilities can improve through effort are more likely to persist after failure than those who see ability as fixed. Meanwhile, studies on stress by psychologist Kelly McGonigal suggest that how people think about stress can influence how they respond to it. Viewing stress as something that prepares you to meet a challenge, rather than something that only harms you, can lead to healthier coping and better performance. The science points to one powerful conclusion. Your interpretation of events often matters as much as the events themselves. Part 5. A real-life example. Imagine two employees. Both are rejected for the same promotion. The first person immediately thinks, "I'm not good enough. They don't believe in me. I'll never succeed." Within weeks, their motivation disappears. The second person feels disappointed too. But after a day, they ask themselves, "What skills was I missing? What can I improve? What opportunity comes next?" A year later, one person is still emotionally stuck. The other has grown. The promotion wasn't the deciding factor. The mindset was. The event stayed the same. The meaning changed. And meaning changes everything. Part 6. Why most people get it wrong. Most people think resilience means pushing harder, ignoring emotions, never taking breaks, always staying positive. But psychology says that's exactly how burnout begins. Suppressing emotions doesn't make them disappear. It simply forces your brain to carry them longer. Mentally unbreakable people don't deny reality. They accept reality quickly. Acceptance doesn't mean giving up. It means refusing to waste energy fighting facts you cannot change. Instead of asking, "Why me?" they ask, "What now?" That tiny shift changes everything, because energy spent complaining can no longer be used solving. Part 7. The hidden consequences of a fragile mindset. When your brain constantly expects failure, your entire life begins to shrink. You avoid risks. You avoid conversations. You avoid opportunities. Eventually, you stop trusting yourself. Relationships suffer because fear replaces honesty. Work suffers because perfectionism replaces action. Mental health suffers because anxiety becomes the default setting. And perhaps the greatest loss. You slowly become someone smaller than who you were capable of becoming. Every avoided challenge quietly teaches your brain, "I'm not capable." But every challenge faced, even imperfectly, teaches the opposite. "I survived." That's how confidence is built. Not through comfort, through evidence. Part 8. How to become mentally unbreakable. Fortunately, mental strength is trainable. Here are 6 habits that psychologists often associate with greater resilience. 1. Practice controlled discomfort. Do one difficult thing every day. Take the cold shower. Start the difficult conversation. Finish the hard task first. Small challenges prepare your brain for bigger ones. 2. Control your self-talk. Your brain listens to your internal voice. Replace "I can't" with "I haven't figured it out yet." That one word, "yet," changes your brain's expectation. 3. Focus only on what you can control. You can't control people's opinions. You can't control the past. You can't control unexpected events. But you can always control your response. And that's where your power lives. 4. Build emotional awareness. Notice your emotions without letting them make every decision. Say, "I'm feeling anxious," instead of "I am anxious." That small difference creates psychological distance and helps you respond more thoughtfully. 5. Keep promises to yourself. Confidence grows every time your actions match your words. If you say you'll exercise, exercise. If you promise to wake up early, wake up early. Self-trust is built through consistency. 6. Stop chasing comfort. Comfort feels good today. Growth feels better for the rest of your life. Every challenge completed becomes proof that you're stronger than yesterday. Part 9. The identity shift. Here's the biggest mistake people make. They try to become mentally stronger by waiting until life gets difficult. But resilience isn't built during the storm. It's built long before the storm arrives. The goal isn't to become someone who never feels fear. The goal is to become someone who acts even when fear is present. The goal isn't to eliminate stress. It's to become the kind of person who knows stress doesn't control them. Eventually, you stop asking, "Can I handle this?" Because your past has already answered. Again, and again, and again. You become someone who trusts themselves. Not because life became easier, but because you became stronger. Part 10. Your 7-day challenge. For the next 7 days, choose one uncomfortable action every single day. Speak up in a meeting. Wake up when the alarm rings. Exercise even when you don't feel like it. Finish the task you've been avoiding. When discomfort appears, don't run. Observe it. Breathe. Then move anyway. At the end of 7 days, ask yourself one question. Did the challenge change? Or did I? You might be surprised by the answer. Your emotions aren't random. Your reactions aren't random. Your brain is constantly learning from every experience you give it. Every excuse teaches weakness. Every courageous action teaches strength. Being mentally unbreakable doesn't mean life stops testing you. It means you've trained your mind to stop seeing every challenge as a threat and start seeing it as an opportunity to grow. The strongest people aren't the ones who never fall. They're the ones who refuse to stay down. Now I'd love to hear from you. What's the toughest challenge you've ever overcome, and what did it teach you about yourself? Share your experience in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this video and want to understand the hidden psychology behind everyday life, the science of the mind, and the habits that quietly shape who we become, you know what to do. We'll see you in the next video.